Visit CCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. Hello and welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Today we're looking at deck for the Legacy format, and this is my Thundurus Deoxys Kyurem deck that I actually play into Legacy. So as you can see, there is 13 Pokemons, 35 trainer cards, and 12 energies, but a lot of different trainer cards actually. So I'll first start with the Pokemon. So basically, first I will introduce you my main attacker, which is Kyurem Plasma from Team Plasma, 130 HP, water type, with Blizzard Burn and Frost Spear. So basically, with a single energy attachment like Water Energy and one Colorless Machine, you can hit for Frost Spear 30 and 30 to one of your opponent benched Pokemon. This is very good. In my opinion, it's very strong attack. You can increase that damage with the Deoxys, with Power Connect, because Deoxys has the ability that all your Team Plasma Pokemons, excluding Deoxys, can do 10 more damage to your opponent active Pokemon. So basically, if you have 3 Deoxys on your bench, you can hit 60. Even with the plus power, you can hit for 70 with 2 energies. And also Blizzard Burn can do a lot of damage, 120. Let's say you also have Silver Bangle, that's 150 damage, plus power, and 1 Deoxys can actually one-hit knock out your opponent Genesect TX. For example, I mean, Genesect is a very popular deck in Legacy. So the second support attacker is Thundurus with Raid and Knuckle, who can actually hit for 30 with a single energy and accelerate 1 energy from discard pile to one of your benched Pokemons. But also Lugia EX can be definitely a very strong card, because you can actually play it to surprise your opponent with the Scramble Switch, and actually just promote Lugia with the Scramble Switch with 4 energies and hit for 120, and maybe even take that extra prize by knocking out EX and driving 3 prizes, or just by knocking out your opponent regular non-EX attacker for 2 prizes with Plasma, Gale, and Overflow ability. I'm also running a single Jirachi with Steel and Guidance, and of course 4 copies of Deoxys to damage increasement, 1 Mr. Mime, so I can actually have a pretty decent matchup against Darkrai, so he cannot snipe on the bench, and of course 1 Keldeo for Rashi in retreat, so I can actually just shut down my Blizzard Burn effect of the attack that I cannot attack during the next turn. From item cards, I have tons of different item cards, so I'm running 1 Bicycle. I guess 1 Bicycle is good, because you can draw cards till you have 4 in your hand. A lot of you should probably ask why just a single Bicycle, but that's just because I'm running also 3 copies of Junk Arm, so I guess running 1 Bicycle is just enough. 3 Colorless Machine. Search your deck for a Plasma Energy, put to one of your Plasma Pokemons at play, so you can actually accelerate your Pokemons with Colorless Machine. Escape Rope is always good to have in deck, so I'm running 1. Of course, 3 copies of Junk Arm, same as 1 Max Potion. Why Max Potion? Max Potion is a good option when you actually play Scramble Switch and remove your active Pokemon to bench it, and actually you can heal the damage off from the Pokemon you actually remove energy. So in my opinion, it's a very good card. Same as 1 Plus Power, who can actually add 10 more damage counters to your opponent active Pokemon. It can help a lot. 2 Catchers, unfortunately it's on the coin flip. Scramble Switch as the ace pack. 1 copy of Super Road, so I can actually shuffle back my basic energies and any other Pokemon into my deck. 3 copies of Team Plasma Ball, so I can search my deck for any of my Team Plasma Pokemon, put it into my hand. Of course, 1 Tool Scrapper to remove any tool card from any Pokemon in play. It's very important to have it. I'm also running 2 copies of Ultra Ball, so I can actually search my deck for Jirachi or Mr. Mime, same as the Keldeo. From supporter cards, I have a lot of different supporter cards, but let me first just finish those item cards. Also have 2 Flow Stones for Keldeo, Rashi in retreat, 2 Silver Bangles to increase the damage to 30 more for EXs. So I can actually hit for 150 or even 60 with the Frost Spear, just without Deoxys and stuff like that. From Stadium card, I decided to run 2 Frozen Cities. It's just good because I actually want to attack just with my Kyurem and maybe with Lugia. So if my opponent has something like Blastoise or something like that, I can just put the damage counters on it by playing Frozen City. From supporter cards, I have single Colress, single Getsis. Very good card in Legacy, because a lot of people actually play those item cards. 1 and of course 4 Johnny Purse and 2 Professor's Oak New Theory. So it says shuffle your deck into shuffle your hand into your deck, then drop 6 cards. From energies, as you can see, I have 12 different energies. So I'm not running Prism energies. I'm just running 4 Blend energies. 2 double chorus energies who can actually be played on that Lugia. 4 plasma energies, 1 lighting, and 1 water energy. So it might be a little tricky to attack with my actually Kyurem for that Blizzard burn, because I'm only running like 5 water energies if we count that blend. But trust me, it's very good combination in my opinion. That works pretty good even with just 5 energies. I mean, once you are actually able to hit with the Frost Spear, you don't even need to use that Blizzard Bird, because with the Frost Spear you can hit EX Pokemon for like 60, 70, 100 damage turn 1 with just like 2 Deoxys and plus power and Silver Bangle on your Kyurem, so you don't even need to use that Blizzard Bird in my opinion so often as it was in a standard format with this card was legal. So if you're looking for any of these cards, as usual, you can find them on CCGCastle.com, so definitely check that. You can find the link in my video description. So let's move to some game tests so you can actually see the deck in the action. Alright guys, so welcome to the game test. I just want a coin flip, so I will start first. I think that this might be a mirror match between Thundurus Deoxys. I'm not sure 100%, but we'll find out. So my opening hand looks just fantastic. I should definitely say I really like my opening hand. There is no doubt about that. On the other side, it's a Voltorb, so that means just one thing, a Weevil deck. Oof, my goodness. He's going down to 1 card, and this is just a single energy. And look at this. Look at that Deoxys. Deoxys for 5, and he just conceded. So let's move to the game number 2. Alright guys, so welcome back to the game number 2. This game number 1 was just so fast, I couldn't believe. So let's take a look at the game number 2. So I'm starting with my Thundurus in the active spot, which is very good. I also have my Keldeo for the bench. And I have that Plasma Ball, so I can easily grab my Kyurem, go with Juniper for 7. But before doing that, I can just recycle my Junk Arm for another Plasma Ball, so I can take even 1 more Deoxys, put it down to my bench. So I need to be able to hit for 60 damage my opponent's Sneasel on the turn 1, that's for sure. So there is Jirachi, so that means that he can grab Professor's Juniper, not bad. The good thing is that he have Dark Patch and one of his Sneasel in his discard pile. So to be able to hit for 60 right here, I need to have like, oh, there's even Mr. Mime and another Sneasel. I need to have 3 Deoxys in play. And I guess that's not that hard, especially with my opening hand. So I can definitely take a risk and go with 2 Deoxys set up for turn 1 without Kyurems. And I think I will actually do that. So there's Dark Patch for my opponent, meaning that he had 2 energies already in play. So let's go with Team Plasma Ball. I will just see what else I have in my deck. Only 2 Plasma energies. Okay. Jirachi is here. That's also very important to know. I'm going to play... pretty much I can even go with my Ultra Ball. It really doesn't matter. Ultra Ball or Junk Arm, I'm going to discard my entire hand by playing Professor Juniper for 7. So I just need 1 more Deoxys to be able to hit 1-hit knock out his Sneasel, and of course energy card. So there is energy, there is Junk Arm. So I will also have my another Deoxys in play, and that's very good. So Plasma Ball for Deoxys number 3, so that's 60 damage. And that's turn 1 knockout, so very, very good. 1 Sneasel down. I'm going to attach one of my energies to my Deoxys. And I can take 1 more prize. And it's a Ultra Ball, so not bad, I guess. So I guess I can go with my Ultra Ball for Colorless Machine and my Plasma Energy, so I can grab my Kyurem, put it down to bench, go with my Oak New Theory for 6. Then I can again use my Raiden Knuckle, hit for 60, attach that Plasma Energy to my Kyurem on the bench, of course, if my opponent will not be able to 1-hit knock out my Thundurus. So there is Silver Bangle, and if he can find Energy and Weevil, and something like 4 Pokemons to discard, he can actually 1-hit knock out back my Thundurus. It is Thundurus. Thundurus, whatever. So another Sneasel. The good thing is that that Super Road is in his prize card, so if he wants to put those Sneasels from his discard pile back into the deck, he definitely needs to find a way to get a knockout. So there is a junk card, so he can use probably Dark Patch. That's the only item card he has. So there's a Dark Patch, and he can attach it to his Sneasel on the bench, or maybe even to Sableye to retreat on it and play maybe Confuse Ray or maybe Junk Armed, but that does not make any sense, so he can just corner for 40. I cannot retreat. Not bad. Frozen City as a top deck, I really like that, so I'm going to take my Kyurem right here, and I definitely need Kyurem. Lugia EX is even better because it can take 2 prizes, but having 4 energies in play is just too risky. So this is very good. I also have my Catcher in hand, so if I can get heads, I can knock out his Sneasel with 2 energies and take even more advantage and more pressure over him. So there's Raiden Knuckle for 60. And my Kyurem is also ready to attack. I cannot snipe to his bench because that Mr. Mime is in play. But at least I knock it out. Second Sneasel, so 1 more Sneasel actually just left in play. Another is prized. And without that Super Road, he might not be able to put those resources back into his deck. So, there is Level Ball. So he can go with that Weevil and hit for like Magnetic Drop, of course, for 3. Right now he can hit for 60 if he can find 1 more energy card. Not many damage counters, but still a good amount. So there's Junk Arm, what he can take with the Junk Arm. Again, just a Level Ball or maybe Dark Patch. I will assume Level Ball, definitely. For another Execute, so that means that he had 2 Executes and probably Supporter in his hand. Alright, so far he will be able to hit for like 60, 90, and 40 is 130, 160, 190. He still needs, oh, there is 1 more, yeah, 2 executes. So he needs 2 more Pokemons to be discarded and 1 energy in order to knock out my Thundurus. So 120, 150, yeah, pretty much. Oh, just a switch. Will there be energy attachment maybe for Junk Arm or not? Only God knows. Oh, Live Dew. This is cheeky. Live Dew, but and nothing else. Junk Arm, so let's force our opponent to promote something else in the active spot. Something like maybe Escape Rope for pretty much any of his Pokemon. It's safer than playing Catcher, because if I go with the Catcher, I might not be able to get heads, so I will just promote my Kyurem in the active. I can rush in retreat, so it really doesn't matter. So there's Juniper for 7. I'm not happy at all with this. I cannot knock out his Mr. Mime right now, and this does not look good. I don't have too many resources in my discard pile, but to be honest, hitting for 60 that Mr. Mime is better than hitting for 60 that actually Sableye and not being able to later attack onto his bench. So on the other side, he cannot retreat right now, so I can take 1 turn actually. There is another Level Ball, so that means that he can go for another Execute, so he can have 3 of them in his discard pile. Of course, he can discard it. Alright, very nice. I still have a prize advantage. There is Seeker. So I need just to read quickly what Seeker says. Do you need to put and all cards attached to his or her hand? So I'm going definitely to put my Thundurus into my hand. Not bad at all. So there is Tool Scrapper. That means that I will lost both of my tools, but not bad. I still have enough. Another Floatstone. So there is Jirachi. He can search his deck for any supporter card he wants, but he cannot play it at this turn. Definitely not bad. I also have Jirachi in my hand, but I don't want to play it. That's for sure. I will just go with my Floatstone. And with my Kyurem and Energy Attachment. And of course with the Frostbeer just for a 60. So, one more prize. Another Plasma Energy, so that's just not usable at all. On the other side he had 90 HP, so I'm not going to be able to one-hit knock out my opponent Weevil, that's for sure. But at least I can snipe to the bench. All I really need... Oh, there's Catcher. Oh, very nice. So Catcher for Deoxys cannot be better. When I say to myself, well, I made a misplay, I should actually go with the Rush-in and knock out my opponent with Thundurus, so I can actually one-hit knock out his Weevil. That's the most important thing that I should actually do with my Blizzard Burn, but then my opponent decided to go with the Catcher and save my day. So there's Propagation, so he can hit for like 120 right now, so he still needs 2 more Pokemons in his hand. Probably he will be able to discard 2 of them right now. But then again, when I respond with my Kyurem, this will definitely save the day. So there is Wilfy for... He needs 5 Pokemons, there is 5 of them, and there is Knockout, so 180. I will expect to take a Sneasel and Super Road. You need to take those 2 cards, my friend. Sneasel and Dark Patch. Okay, let's promote Keldeo. There is Plus Power, I can definitely use that. Let's see what I can take right here. I can take Lugia maybe right there. And put it onto my bench. Scramble Switch. And maybe Colress Machine or just double Colress Energy can win this. I'm going to surprise my opponent by grabbing my Lugia and put it down to my bench. I go with my Professor Juniper for 7. There is Scramble Switch. Oh my goodness. This will hurt, that's for sure. I can say that this will hurt, and that is for sure. So there is a Scramble Switch, and I'm going to retreat to my Lugia with 4 energies, which means that I can hit for Plasma Gale right here for 120 and take 2 prizes instead of the 1. If there was even a Catcher, I would be able even to take 3 prizes in this single turn and knock out even his Jirachi on the bench. Again, I cannot knock out right now either way his Sableye or any of his banished Pokemons for now with my Lugia, because I still don't have any more Plasma Energies left, so yeah, I mean I cannot use my Plasma Gale, because in order to use Plasma Gale you need to discard energy, Plasma Energy from Lugia, and then hit for 120. So there is John Carm. Definitely Frozen City saves the day again, because right now I was not able to knock out his Sableye, but I just need to find a Tool Scrapper. But seems that Tool Scrapper might be in my deck, so what is the best option to do right here? This is Plasma Energy, which can be actually somehow attached. I cannot get my Scramble Switch because I played 3 of my Junk Arms. So what I really need right here is, I guess, 1 big Colress for tons of cards. And I need to hit that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. I guess it's better to go with Getsis. There are better odds to get Tool Scrapper. Yes, there is Tool Scrapper, so this is GG. If I went with my Colress for like 8, I will be shuffle a lot of cards back into my deck and then draw again a lot of cards, and it would be much harder actually for me to get that Tool Scrapper. But on the other side, definitely that Frozen City saves the day, and for that Frost Spear, and I was actually able to knock out his Sableye and also spread 30 damage to his bench. But also that Lugia is definitely MVP in this matchup. I should definitely say that. Without that Lugia, I guess I would not be able to win this matchup. So once again, guys, I hope you enjoy watching this video. That was a short video where I actually played with my Thundurus Deoxys Kyurem deck for the Legacy format, so this is my version. I also play this deck in real life, so if you would ask me in future when I actually upload live battles with my Legacy matches, dude, can you give me your deck list? So you will actually be able to find it and see it online in a full action, of course, against this Weevil deck. So yeah, definitely playing against Weevil is hard because you're exchanging for 1 prize for 2, but that Lugia can actually fix this and help you to take that extra prize card. So once again, guys, I hope you enjoy watching it. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more future videos. And yeah, that's pretty much all. Don't forget to miss that Mega Rayquaza EX card giveaway. And yeah, that's pretty much all. Stay tuned for more videos. Till the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.